Hi everyone, and welcome to your mats today. My name is Jillian and I will be your yoga instructor for this very calming yoga sequence. So hop into some very comfortable clothing, grab a mat, a bottle of water, maybe some pillows, and let's get ready to get comfy and flow. Alright everyone, so we're just going to begin in a nice, easy, seated, comfortable position on our mat today. So whatever that looks like for you, if we are sitting with our legs crisscrossed, we're naturally going to want to sit with our legs in one direction. Today we'll flip-flop them, so the opposite leg is in front of the other. And we'll just start to settle in here, taking our sit bones and rooting them down into the earth. Maybe we can even reach from underneath those sit bones, take all the flesh out from underneath, and really ground yourself onto the mat today. From here we can stack our head over our heart and our heart over our pelvis. So nice, long, straight spine. And we can take the palms to gently rest on the tops of the thighs or the knees, whatever's good for you today. Start to release tension in the tops of the thighs. Maybe float the eyes closed. And release tension in the face. Start to soften. Connect with your breath here. We'll take a deep breath in, expand through the lungs. Exhale, gush it out through the mouth. Taking a deep breath in, expanding through the low belly. Exhale out through the mouth. Take about 2 to 3 more breaths just like this, at your own pace. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, soften. Releasing tension throughout the body. Starting to connect with your breath even further. Beautiful. We can keep the eyes closed. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen through the side bodies. Maybe spread wide in the fingertips. Maybe create some circles in the wrists. Start to wake up the arms. And then from here, we can take our hands back into a prayer at our heart center as we breathe out. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, we're going to start to create some friction between the palms by rubbing them together. We'll start slow and then gradually creating some more heat as we rub the palms faster and faster. We're creating our own energy, our own friction, heat, prana. Take a deep breath in. Whenever you're ready, we'll place those palms on the eyelids, nice and easy. With the eyes still closed, we can spread the fingertips wide. Feel the energy infiltrate your body from the palms through the eyelids. Release tension in the thighs, the face, the shoulders. Start to blink your eyes open nice and gently behind the fingers. And eventually those palms can come down back onto the tops of our thighs. Beautiful. So our eyes gently float open. We can roll the shoulders up towards our ears, back and down the back body. We can do that a couple of more times just to open through the chest. Beautiful. We're going to do that one more time. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, lengthen through the side bodies. And exhale, bring your hands into prayer at heart center. We're going to start to create some friction by rubbing the palms together one more time. Gradually rubbing them faster and faster to create more heat, more friction, more energy. And whenever you're ready, we're going to place those palms about 2 inches underneath our belly button, right on the low belly. Feeling the heat infiltrate our body system through the palms, the source of the energy. Refilling our own cup with energy, fulfilling ourselves before we can fulfill others. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out through the mouth. Reach the arms up one more time. Inhale. And exhale, we can bring those palms back to our sides. Beautiful. Just going to take a side neck stretch here really quickly. We're going to ground down through the right fingertips, maybe even the right palm if it reaches. I'm going to stay up on the fingertips today, nice and gentle. I'm just going to take that left arm, reach it up towards the sky. As I tilt my head towards the left, that left palm can come on the outer edge of the skull. So I'm finding a side body stretch in the right side, the side of the neck. Keeping nice and gentle in the thighs, the face, and the shoulders. We start to soften on those exhales. Making sure we're connecting with our breath. We let the weight of our left palm kind of guide us into the stretch. If it feels good to create some movement, please do. Otherwise, we can breathe in stillness. Take one more deep breath, maybe give a soft smile. Exhale. We'll release and come back to center. Taking that left palm back towards the side, coming out the same way we came in. Maybe we'll take a breath with a neutral spine. Nice and calm, nice and easy. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to stay up on those left fingertips this time. Just slightly taking the palm outward. And I'm going to take that right arm up towards the sky as I start to tilt the head towards the right. Take that right palm and just rest it on the left ear. Release tension in the shoulders. Create space in the collarbones. Keep those hip creases rooted down as you release the tension in your thighs and your face. Connect with your breath. And keep those left fingertips rooted nice and strong. Maybe working with some movement if it feels good. Just finding what suits your body, your practice today. Beautiful. And then whenever you're ready, we'll take one more deep breath, lengthen. And then exhale, we can release and soften. Coming out the same way we came in, back to a neutral spine, we'll take that right arm down. Beautiful. Maybe we'll take a breath here. Maybe roll the shoulders up, back and down one more time. And we'll slowly start to come onto our hands and our knees to work with some cat and cows. So into a tabletop position. Take your time to get there today. We're just going to stack our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Our spine is nice and long, nice and flat in our tabletop position. And maybe we can start to just move in some circles today before we get into our cat and cows. maybe we'll just warm up the wrists by moving the hips in a circular motion. We'll take about 3 to 4 circles in either direction. Nice and slow if it feels good, otherwise we can quicken up the pace or maybe exaggerate the movement by sending the hips back and forth even further. And eventually we'll switch directions, moving in the opposite cycle, creating balance throughout our practice. So right now I'm really starting to open through the hip joints, feeling the stretch in the hip flexors, and also kind of warming up my spine a little bit. Working with the breath, and eventually coming back to stillness in that tabletop position. Maybe here we can work with some cat and cows. If you know what that looks like, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'll walk you through it. So letting my voice guide you, we're going to inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, gaze comes up. And nice and easy here, we'll start to tuck the tailbone, round through the spine, kind of push the mat away, and tuck the chin. Working with the breath, we'll drop the belly one more time, drop the chest, gaze towards the sky. And as we exhale, we'll start to round the spine one more time, tucking that tailbone, tucking the chin, broadening through the shoulder blades. Working with your breath, we'll take about 2 to 3 more rounds at our own pace. Taking this as fast or as slow as you'd like today, whatever suits you and your body. Just kind of taking care of our internal organs, giving them a nice massage as we move with our breath. Taking out any toxins or fatty acids that we might have been harboring. And exhale, we'll all meet in a neutral spine, back in that tabletop position, nice and easy. From here, we can take those knees as wide as the mat. Maybe the big toes will come to touch. And here we can take a pillow if we have one. So first I'm going to send the hips back towards the heels. Grab my pillow. You can just take this from your bed, your couch, wherever. And we can just place it in between the inner thighs. So just a nice supportive place for my chest to go as I walk my fingertips forward and kind of sort of relax into an extended child's pose, wide-legged variation. So my forehead can start to melt towards the mat. Fingertips can stay activated, nice and wide, or we can relax the arms, whatever feels good for you. We're going to try and ground those hips back towards the heels as the chest melts forward in towards the pillow. We're stretching through the hip flexors and opening through the low back body. Fill up the back body with air on your next inhale. And exhale, gush it out. Beautiful. We can start to release the pose by walking the fingertips back up. Coming into sort of a seated position, we can remove the pillow. Nice and easy, I'm just going to come onto my sit bones by taking my legs and swinging them out and around. I'm just going to scooch towards the center of my mat. And from here, I can just come to have my soles of the feet glued together and take my knees out wide. So we're going to come into our kind of butterfly pose, our Baddha Konasana pose. So the legs are in a diamond shape, the soles of the feet are together, and the heels might be about 12 to 16 inches from the sacral bone. So from here, I can really lengthen through the spine, nice and tall. Maybe I can take my hands on my ankles, my shins, or maybe if I want to take it even further, I can interlace them around my toes. Whatever's comfortable for you today, not trying to push it any further than we need to. We're going to lengthen through the spine, open up through the chest. Stack your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Inhale. And exhale, we can begin to fold forward over the hips, sending the forehead toward the toes, and just resting wherever you feel comfortable. So by sending it forward, I'm already starting to feel an opening through my hips. Maybe from here I can take my fingers and interlace them around my toes. If I stop halfway and I find it's comfortable here and I want to add some cushioning to my pose, I can take the pillow and I can take it vertically, and I can just sort of rest my forehead on the pillow, and then maybe my hands will come back to my toes or the ankles, the shins, whatever's comfortable for you. And we can just rest here. Whatever's comfortable for you. Opening through the hips. Maybe if we have a couple of extra pillows, we can take 2 more pillows and place them underneath our knees on either side of us to help support and open through those hip joints. So wherever we are, we'll start to rest into this pose and connect with our breath. Fill up the low back body with air. Start to relax the facial muscles and soften through the jaw. Relax the eyelids. Relax the thighs, the shins, the arms. Just take a moment to be in the present moment, decluttering the mind of any prior to-dos, any obligations. Just try and sit with a quiet mind. Connect with your breath and listen to your body. Take one more deep breath in, expand through the lungs. Hold for a moment, and exhale, gush it out. Release any tension, any negative energy. We'll start to release the pose by lifting the crown of the head. We can remove the pillow. From here, I'm just going to scooch the hips forward. We're going to keep that diamond shape in the legs and come into a supine bound angle pose. So a laying down version of what we just did. If you do want some extra support here, we can again take the pillow, maybe even a folded up blanket. And we're just going to take it long ways, a vertical pillow or blanket, and we're just going to glue it to the base of our spine, so that sacral bone there. And then eventually I can take my upper half and lower it down, nice and gentle. Maybe the pillow isn't long enough for the crown of our head. If we do have an extra one nearby, we can just take it and place it under our head. Nice and easy. And from here I can take my arms to a full T if I have room. Otherwise, if we're practicing in tight quarters, we can take our arms to a cactus. Wherever you are, we're just going to settle into this posture, opening through the chest muscles. Maybe tuck the chin slightly. Start to relax through the jaw. Melting into your mat, letting gravity do the work, letting your thighs hang heavy. Beautiful. Start to relax the eyelids. Take a moment here. If we feel that we need some grounding, we can always take our palms to our low belly. This might help comfort us. Otherwise, if we have a blanket, we can always take the blanket to the low belly and rest it there. Release tension in the quads and the hamstrings. Taking one more deep breath. Exhale out. Beautiful. We're going to come back up to remove the pillow. So lifting up to the torso. We can come to remove that pillow. I'm just going to lie back down onto my back. We can take the knees in towards the chest by wrapping our arms around. Just take a moment here. Peel the tailbone off of the mat. Really hug your knees in. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Take a moment here to just thank your body for everything it's done for you up until this very moment. Breathing into that self-love for your body. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up onto your mat today to continue your yoga practice, your yoga journey, to continue that mind, body, soul connection. Breathing into that self-gratitude, giving yourself a tighter squeeze and your own little hug. Maybe rock side to side for a moment if it feels good. Beautiful. From here we can release the arms, take them out to a T. Maybe a cactus if we don't have much room. And we can take the knees over towards our left side, taking them to the ground. If they don't reach, maybe we can always take a pillow and prop them underneath our knees and keep the shoulder pinned down onto the earth and sort of relax here. If we want to take it into a further twist, maybe we take that left palm onto the outer edge of the right thigh. And maybe even the gaze comes towards the right side. Wherever you are, we're lengthening as we inhale and twisting deeper as we breathe out. Nice, deep, soft breaths here. Giving our internal organs a nice massage. Take one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, soften. We'll start to release the twist, maybe taking that left arm back to the cactus. The knees can come back to neutral. Maybe we'll take a breath in a neutral spine. Maybe we need to shimmy the hips and just fix them for a moment. And we'll prepare for the same twist on the opposite side, So maybe we'll take another pillow to help support as those knees come down towards the right side. Nice and easy, we'll start to settle in. Deep breaths, taking any variation that suits you in your practice today. Breathing in to the low belly, breathing into that twist. Rinsing and twisting out the spine. We'll start to detox any negative emotions that we might have been harboring, any negative toxins, negative energies. We'll start to exhale all of that negative energy out. Soften through the face. One more deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, sink deeper into the twist. And whenever you're ready, we'll start to come out the same way we came in. Maybe releasing that arm, the knees come back up, back to neutral. Maybe we'll fix our hips, shimmy our spine into a nice flat back neutral spine. Beautiful. And maybe we'll take a happy baby here before we start to come into our final Savasana pose. So since the knees are already up, we can take our hands onto our shins and maybe pull those knees in more towards the chest, more towards the armpits. And maybe this is good enough today. We'll start to pin down that tailbone, pin down the shoulders, nice flat back here. Opening through the hips. Maybe we find some movement by taking those knees side to side or even creating a little circle. If we are creating circles, we'll make sure to always move in both directions at your own pace. Opening through the hips, creating oxygen and blood flow to the pelvic floor. If we want to take it even further for a couple of more moments, we can grasp the outer edge of the feet if they can reach. Otherwise, we'll grab the inner arches or peace fingers around the big toes, and the soles of the feet will come to shine towards the sky. So those knees are still towards the armpits. The tailbone is still pinned down on the earth, as well as the shoulders. And we start to relax through the face, through the hips, letting gravity do its work, letting the arms hang heavy. Connecting with our breath, maybe we'll send some energy wherever our body needs it, listening to the signals that our body sends us. Start to soften, melt to the mat, wherever you are. We'll take one more deep breath. Send the energy towards the sacral bones, the sacral muscles. Exhale, gush it out. Beautiful. We can take the soles of the feet back towards the mat. And eventually those legs can extend out long, can extend out wide. The toes can fall to the sides. We can take those arms towards our sides. Maybe if we have a little pain in the low back, we can take a pillow and place it underneath our knees, just underneath the thighs and the knees, to have some support for our low back body. So then we can take our arms towards our sides, Maybe if we feel we might need a little support in the neck, we can always take an extra pillow and place it underneath our skull, lengthening through the neck as we soften the skull into the support of the pillow. We can have the palms face up, open to receive, and relax through the legs, the arms, the face, the torso. Start to melt further into the mat. Connect with your breath. Having our palms face up signals to our central nervous system that we're safe, creating a calmness throughout our parasympathetic nervous system and everywhere throughout our body, creating a sense of ease. Start to let that ease guide you into a further, deeper mental state. Softening the body, connecting with the breath even further. We'll feel our heart rate slow. Start to declutter the mind once again. Commit to stillness and commit to silence as we enjoy our peaceful Savasana. Pause the video and continue on with your Savasana. Here is where I'll leave you. Upon waking up the body, make sure to start with slow movements and gradually make them larger. Thank you so much for joining me in my class today. I hope you feel as refreshed and as energized as I do. And I hope you enjoyed this yoga sequence. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel to stay in the loop and up to date for all of my new yoga videos. So otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you very much. Namaste.